Hey there you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Brian Nesline. I am a psychic, clairvoyant, spiritual card reader. I'm also a lot of other things. I'm a writer. I'm a small business owner. I'm a graphic designer, which basically is someone that uses images and words to create and to convey messages. I'm a local artist where I live. I'm a number of different things. I'm telling you the things that really I'm involved in. The actions I take or the activities that I'm involved in are just the things I'm saying. I'm also a dad. That's an activity. But look, none of these things are my true identity. And that's what this reading or this video is really about. It's about 4 things that we need to know in order to be able to live well in this world as a spiritual being having a human experience, in control of our emotions and our words so that we can imagine and feel and then reflect back and experience the types of things we really want. So the first thing we want to know is we need to have faith. Faith is the assurance of what we're hoping for, the guarantee or the substance of what we're hoping for. It is the structure or the blueprint of what we want to see come to pass in our personal life. Faith. Now, faith is this number one tool that we really want to put into play. You can see that the red up here and the red that's written down here, this is telling us that the spiritual body of chakras needs to be starting with the root chakra, the red. What is that? The spiritual body or the invisible body that we all are, and you know this by your awareness or your consciousness. You know, the you of you that's kind of behind your eyes, looking through them at the people and things of the world. That inner you, that spiritual you, that awareness you. It's been there since you were a little kid, looking through those eyes. It's the thing you use when you scan yourself for memories or when you go up in your imagination space. That presence of God or source or universe in us that is alive, the I am, that observer, that is the thing that we want to use to be able to draw on the idea of faith. Because if we're going to live in a world that we have some control over, that we have some say in, and if we're going to want to see the things coming to pass in our life, the things that we prefer in our personal lives, then we're going to need faith. And that is the assurance of things we're hoping for. How does faith work? It's super easy. With faith, you simply go into your consciousness space. You can close your eyes if you want. You get calm. You can pause and breathe. You can hold your breath in a little extra long. If you do that, you'll flood your blood with oxygen. You'll dial down the emotions. A couple more times and what'll happen? You'll be in that inner space of self-hypnosis where you'll let go of all the meaning and all the limits and all the worries and all the what's. You'll go into that quiet nowhere, faith space of that dark blue here. What's that indigo blue in the card? The indigo, indigo. Going in here into that secret place where you can faithfully imagine and feel what you want to see come to pass as a real thing in your life. That's what we're seeing happen with the bird and the flower. Think about this. What's going on here? We are using our words. That's why it's light blue. We're using our words or the symbols and images up in our faith space, our imagination. We're using those words to tell a little story up here. Instead of believing what we see out there and taking that as truth. We're going up in here and we're formulating a little image in here and a little bit of an emotional reaction to that image and calling that truth. And that's us holding faith or giving our full self to an image of God that we want to see in the world. We go up there and we do that like the bird. We bring that image, those words, to this flower. It's orange because that is the creative chakra. Orange, creativity. So that we can create with our words an image of what we want to see come to pass in this world. Faith. That is the first step, and that is the first tool, and it's always going to be the most important one. Because we're going to need to go in here and formulate a little vote. We're going to need to cast our vote, say our prayer, write out our inner hope and dream, and understand it, so that we can then feel the emotional draw that comes up to it, and have that divine masculine and divine feminine, or our words and our emotion combine, so that we are giving everything that we have to give, that we can actually give to God or source of the universe. We're giving our whole being, our mind, our body, our soul, our emotion. And we're casting that vote, and now we're letting it go. And that's the second thing that's going to happen, is we're just going to have to let it go. I saw the inner vision of what I want. What's that look like? If there's a certain job you want, you go up on faith and you imagine what it would be like to have that job right now. Put yourself in that office chair. Ooh, feel it like it's a real thing. Really get with it. See how I'm not even looking at things in the world, but I'm looking within at what's going on in my mind's eye, my third eye, my indigo space. And I'm formulating that picture and feeling it. I just put my hand on the office table there. Ooh, it's like a white table. Ooh, it's so smooth. See how the details are just filling in and sparking up? Do that and then let that go. That's going to be the blueprint. And now you just let it go, and you don't have to make it happen. You can just relax, move forward on the strength. See the tiger moving forward? The strength, move forward in the black and white world. That's why the tiger's black and white. You just move forward and you do what's right in front of you. If somebody calls you on the phone, you take the phone call. Or you say, I'm not going to talk with you. You make decisions in your mortal life, in your day-to-day life, right? Knowing that you have this white light glow around you. What's that? That means knowing as you walk forward that you're walking forward with purpose. With the purpose that you are going to find on your path the little things you imagined and felt up here. That you don't have to try to remember them or look for them. You just know that you are surrounded by this light that is leading you. And then you can let go. You can really let go and flow. And that is the strength that we have to face life on life's terms. Because if we know that everything's going to work out, because we've already decided it up here and cast our vote and let go, then we have nothing to do except for walk forward with trust that everything that's happening is some kind of weird pathway that's leading us to the experiences that we've hoped for. On faith. That's going to be a fun part if you make it fun. How? Well, while you're doing that, if weird and scary things happen that cause you to get emotionally upset, you'll want to pause and breathe again. Pausing and breathing at all times of strong emotional disturbance will help neutralize that. It'll help remind you that you are a consciousness or an awareness living inside of the world. And that's going to give you that strength. See, you're going to realize that you are that tiger in the world that can walk forward through the good and the bad, the up and the down, the possibly disturbing information around you throughout your day. But you're also going to know you are this white light of consciousness, of spiritual awareness that is present at the same time. And that's going to give you strength. Strength to face anything. And your breath is going to be there to neutralize any strong emotions so that you can get back into that space to accept that everything is unfolding for your highest good at this time. All right, so we got the faith going, and we did that on the things we want. Anytime you want, you can go back into your faith space and cast another vote for something else, a different part of your life. You can vote for stuff in relationships. You can vote for stuff and feel stuff by imagining and feeling for other people. You can do all sorts of things up there. Make it a regular practice. Then, as you let go and just do what's right in front of you, you are going to be living on that strength. What's going to happen after that? It's going to build in intensity, right? You're going to be going upward to this white light manifestation place. As you trudge your road up that mountain of forward momentum. We saw it with the tiger. It started off just like a white light around you. But that white light's going to start taking on some colorful variety in the world, some rainbow in the world. What's that? That is that your hope and your dream, the thing you imagined up here, little or big, whatever you voted for with your finances or your relationships or your whatevers, all of that's going to start turning from white light into little experiences. You're going to start noticing synchronicities out there. Little things are going to happen that remind you of the thing you're hoping for. And as that happens, you want to acknowledge them. You want to give them some of that intensity. Okay, there we see the root chakra again, the red. That's us pressing the play button on playing with the idea that the things out there that are reminding us of our manifestation, that we're going to go ahead and say, oh, I see you. Ooh, this piece of the puzzle is happening. That's part of what I was imagining. Ooh, it's getting closer. I know I'm going up that mountain. The white light is going, pulling me forward into a new reality. You can see it right here. It starts out with our words and us walking on that path, doing the next right thing in front of us. It turns into these experiences of a variety of the rainbow. And again, we end up eventually at the pinnacle, which is that white light again, when our manifestation, the thing that we hoped for, comes to pass. Now look, you can see it's us going towards the flower, the center of the flower, to get that created. That's where we started in the beginning, right? And that blue bird is going to hit that. We're going to keep getting reminders of what we started at as we're walking through our day. That's what the synchronicities or the signs are. Look, you want to look for the signs or be aware of the signs that are following your inner space vote, your inner faith vote. You don't want to look at things around you and say, oh, my manifestation or my relationship isn't going to happen the way I was hoping for because of that or this or that. No. Don't do that. That is you going up and imagining it terribly happening, and then that's what's going to get reflected back. So you want to have the strength to let go and just walk forward and not define the things around you as scary and not to undo your faith space blueprint by creating a new one that sucks on top of it. So what's going to happen at the very end of all this? Well, eventually you're going to have enough little circumstances occur that are going to remind you of your manifestation, and those changes are going to be occurring in your life, and before you know it, all of a sudden, boom, 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 abundance, right? That's where this all leads. It leads to that space where you're able to sit on top of that yellow joy book, and you're able to reap the abundance or the manifestation of what you were hoping for on faith. Faith is the assurance of what we hope for. It is the very substance of what we haven't seen come to pass yet, but will. Just that simple. Those are the 4 tools. You want to use your faith, and that is just imagination and emotion. Up here, you want to let it go, which is number 2, and do what's in front of you. 3, you want to watch for those synchronicities so that you can acknowledge them and say, oh, hi, when they spark your remembrance of your faith blueprint. And then the 4th thing you want to do is just really soak in that abundance when it arrives, celebrate it, talk about it, and go through that cycle again and again and again. That's how we are creating our own personal realities. Well, that's the reading for this. On the way out, I want you to take a card with you. Let's see what it's going to be. I want to look at it with you too. I've never seen it before. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's see what it is. What do you want us to know, Spirit, after this reading on faith? Ready, set, go. Oh, yeah. You know that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in all directions that we want to, vote for the things we want while we ride duality, ride that black and white whale of duality, day and night. And there's our yellow joy happening all the time. There's our green heart chakra mountain that we are always living around. And there is the words, that blue words and that indigo depth that we are diving into. So go there now, dive on upward into that star-like space. Formulate with your imagination, your words, and your emotion. See those scenes that you want to see come to pass. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. Oh yeah, thanks for being a part of this channel. Help this channel by liking the videos. Oh, share the videos, share the channel, share your comments down below. Let me know what you're manifesting, what you're hoping and imagining on faith, and what you're feeling. Let me know how that pausing and breathing practice goes for you as you have strong emotions pop up and you pause and breathe to neutralize them so that you can get out of any scary thinking. Let me know how everything's going for you. I am your spiritual friend. I don't exist as a real person, it would seem, but I do here on YouTube as a video helper to you morning, noon, and night. Go ahead and dig through any of the other videos on my channel. They're here to help support your own connection to God's source universe and your own manifestation and getting a life you prefer. Take care, friends. I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.